job here, just coming in and continuing to fight. And Lawrence just in a bad spot, didn't defend that very well. And once you're in that position, a lot of times it's just a matter of time.
Brock Kehler, Colby Whitehill here at the heavyweight division. And a good quick start to this one as well. We've got a scramble going on. Let's head over to Jarrett as he's visiting with Nick Johnson.
Nick Johnson, returning All-American. You're facing a guy who's seen a lot of success early in his career. How do you go out and use your experience against him?
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say no matter who I go against, I have more experience than anybody I wrestled in the country. I'm 27 years old, so like I got more just life experience and been around the sport, coached a few years. So just using everything the coaches, past, present, future, been invitations, just staying calm and trusting everything.
Yeah, so you hit that very, very early in the match. You have about 1:40 left with him on his back. How do you kind of keep your composure, don't get ahead of yourself, and work to get the fall?
Just relying on training, knowing, there is 1:40 or whatever was left. No need to rush anything, no need to rush positions. Just stay calm. Always mind yourself to breathe. Just say, hey, because if it rushed through it, it's probably going to get out. So, just taking your time, remembering to breathe in big situations. Slow the match down.
Nick Johnson, thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Good luck the rest of the year.
Appreciate it.
Nick Johnson there, Parkersburg, West Virginia native. Wrestled at Parkersburg High School. And a pin of Rune Lawrence here at 197 pounds. And we've had a wild start to this heavyweight matchup as well.
Yeah, pretty good scramble. Kehler was in on a nice shot, but well defended by Whitehill. And a little rolling around by the big guys, ends up still 0-0. And the action has been a lot slower since then. They expended a lot of energy in that. Both of them did. I am sure they're. And you're moving some weight at this weight class, right? I mean, there's a lot going on, and Kehler is still really young and not fully physically mature yet. So he's going to still have to do some growing into the weight class, more or less. But
Nick Johnson talked about his experience, his time at VMI, and a great success at the Division II level. Whitehill's got a vast experience as well, as he wrestled at Pitt, wrestled at Lockhaven, coming back from an injury from last year. So an older guy against the true freshman, Brock Kehler.
And there's a warning for Stalling. Gives himself in a nice body lock situation, and Kehler not exactly super comfortable right there. And Whitehill earns the warning as Kehler kind of slides out of bounds.
Whitehill's showing that experience too. You know, he gets that body lock, keeps working, and then able to get that ankle pick off the mat, shoot Kehler out of bounds.
Yeah,
that stall call.
They butted heads there a little bit. And
yeah, that never happened.
Yeah. Wow, you got a couple of big guys there. It was inadvertent, but I think Whitehill needed a second. Kehler's credentials from University High School here in Morgantown. Four-time state champ, as he gets out for the first point here with 1:48 to go in the first period.
And that was some good work. I thought Whitehill had an opportunity to kind of suck him back and get some near fall points out of that, but Kehler did a nice job of keeping his balance and staying balanced in the sense that being able to continue to work and keep some hip space, but also not get sucked back and gets himself out.
1-0 lead for Kehler. First, or I should say the final weight class of this first match of the day for West Virginia.
Kehler was in a good spot, and you can see that Whitehill's experience was very helpful in the upper body area, and you can see Kehler just didn't feel very comfortable there and kind of backed away, and now he's giving up a takedown with about 50 seconds left in the period.
First takedown there. Kehler had that left arm completely pinned behind him.
Whitehill going directly to the pop arm. He had the pop arm off of the takedown. I thought he was going to work from there. Looked like he wanted to get the leg control a little bit more to set it up. Switches to a bar now. Got a bar and a half on the edge of the mat.
So again, like we've talked about many, many times, the adjustment from high school to college, being on the bottom, especially in weight classes like this, where I mean, there's some force coming down on top of you, is a big adjustment. You don't want to stay down there very long, and yet Whitehill's done a nice job of, in the certain scramble positions, of just being a little bit better at getting to his space, being a little bit better at adding a little pressure, and ends up with the 3-1 lead going into the third period.
And he's got ride time. He spent 108 on top there after that takedown. So we head to the second. Whitehill will be on the bottom.
We're in the third, my man.
I'm sorry, third period. It has been a long periods here for Brock Kehler. See if he can get to work on top.
Well, and I would imagine that Whitehill and Johnson are pretty good workout partners for one another, which is always a big thing, right? Who are you working out with in the room, and that's a big deal.
Minute and a half to go. Kehler needs some offensive points here in the final 90 seconds.
Good, stay inside, moving in.
You know, the thing is, he's done some good things, but he hasn't scored in either one of them. Whitehill's done a nice job of countering, and now the second time he countered, he ended up with a takedown for himself. And Kehler's just got to do a better job of, when he gets to a spot, being able to score from that spot. Nice job of Whitehill, and kind of a little bit of a snap down and had Kehler off balance. Kehler's leaning on him pretty hard. And this is where I talked about the issue of sometimes being in shape in relation to what you're going to need to do over the course of the season. And I can guarantee you, Kehler's won a lot of matches in high school, but wrestling against men again, right? I mean, you're wrestling against minimally, potentially 21, 22-year-old guys who are physically mature, and that's just it's a different animal.
Stay center, keep winning the hand fight. Flowing and moving.
Final 30 seconds. Whitehill with a 4-1 lead. Kehler in on a shot.
It's a shot, but it wasn't a good shot. An easy counter, an easy three-point takedown.
So Whitehill will ride out this final 10 seconds here.
Got that little bow and arrow. Is going to work on that turn. He's got to take it sideways. They used to let you take that toward his ear, but they don't let you do that anymore. And that's the end of the period. He's going to have an 8-1 win.
Time expires in Glenville State with a strong finish. Nick Johnson winning at 197 and Colby Whitehill winning here.